start recording this. So I'm going to be honest and say that this is the second time I've ever done this. The first time was super successful, and I just forgot to do it the next group. So let's jump back onto that because it was good. So basically, we're all doing like a mixture of programs. Some of us are going to be doing Core to Force. Some of us are going to be doing the 21-Day Fix or the 21-Day Fix Extreme. A few of us are on Insanity. But the whole idea is that we're here supporting each other. This group is totally private. So we have to approve everyone that gets added in here. Pictures, food, random questions that are probably too TMI to ask on your personal page. And you just don't feel like Googling it. You can ask it here. We're all girls. We all know what goes on with our own bodies, so it's not that weird to ask. So, just like feel comfortable. The whole idea of doing this is, to have friends. Like anybody can just go to the gym and buy a gym membership, but the difference is that the gym doesn't call you to ask you why you haven't shown up for 2 to 3 days. The gym's not asking you, how do you feel today? It's, hey, we couldn't get your money to come out of your account. Did your card expire? This is supposed to be something that's like really personable and just, building a positive, comfortable space for you girls to share your journey. So I'm just going to kick it off and tell you just briefly about myself, since I'm going to be running this group with another coach. Her name is Sam. And Sam actually started off in, let me see, he's all muted. Sam actually started off in a challenge group as well. So she started off with the 21-Day Fix Extreme, fell in love with it, and then decided, hell, I want to do this and pay it forward. So she became a coach. So that's really cool. So just brief background about me. I am a certified personal trainer. I went through this company called NASM. It's the National Academy of Sports Medicine. I have no official background in nutrition science, I guess you could say. I graduated from the University of Pittsburgh with a communication and French degree. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with it, and I always had a passion for working out, so I just kind of went that route. I have been overweight. I was about 155 pounds when I was a sophomore in high school, and about 7 to 9 weeks after I just woke up one day and was like, I can't do this anymore. I hate being like the heavy friend, because I'm only, at the time I was only like 5'3", so I was, short for that weight too. I went super unhealthy and lost about 36 pounds in that time, and my lowest, I was 98 pounds. I was gross looking, but obviously I didn't see it at the time, whatever. So these groups have helped me so much by just like not beating myself up for when we have days that you're going to overeat, or when we have days that you're feeling really sore, and even doing the cool down, you're like, I seriously cannot move my body. Like if you want me to lift up a weight, it's going to be me throwing it across the room and saying F that. That's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. The whole idea is that we're human. It's just the difference is that we recognize that you slipped up one day. That's okay. But we're going to pick it back up the next day. And you should feel totally free and comfortable to like post in the group, hey guys, some lady brought 15,000 donuts to work today, and I tried my best to say no to them, but they were staring at me all day. I had to have one. It's okay. We'll come up with like something fun for you to do. Just, drink extra water or something along those lines. So I'm just going to unmute all of you, or unmute you one at a time so that it's not like all these noises happening. And basically, if you guys just want to say your name, what program you're doing, and then just share like your top goals right now. I think it's a cool way for us to kind of all, relate to each other. And, if you hear somebody else that's working on something similar to you guys can even like partner up, keep each other accountable outside of the group, and all that good stuff. So we'll start with, just because it's going by alphabetical order, Allie, if you don't mind sharing just, your name, what some of your top goals are, and what program you are doing.
Okay. So I'm Allie. You guys can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm doing the Core to Force. This is the first time I've ever done any program like this. So my goals right now are just better portion control and to keep up with my workouts, because I know I'm capable, but it's usually just one of those things where I'm like, I'll get extra sleep instead. So it's nice I'm excited to be a part of a group to be held accountable and kind of know that everybody's doing it with me.
Definitely. I love that. And the portion containers before, like when I first saw them, I'm like, this is not going to be enough food. Like, where are the rest of the containers? But then after, like, you just kind of, you learn that you're eating real food, like stuff that actually grows out of the ground that your body actually can digest because it knows what it is. You realize that you don't need as much food versus when you're eating like those 100-calorie packs. You need like 9 of those 100-calorie packs to feel full, and right there you're at 1,000 calories. What's the point of the 100-calorie pack? So you're definitely going to love them. It's a really cool way to just open your palate and, experiment with, new recipes and foods and stuff. So I love that. Okay, so we'll go to Ashley.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm actually one of Emily's coaches. I signed up about 2 months ago. I just finished 21 Day Fix Extreme, so I decided to take a little bit of a break and start yoga for a couple weeks, and I still do. I like to lift heavy at the gym, so I'm doing that on top of the yoga. And I think my goals and why I'm kind of combining the two is I want to still build muscle and strength, but the yoga will help with like core and balance and flexibility, especially because some of my flexibility really sucks. And also the thing I really am excited about for yoga is like the mindfulness and like the mental benefits it has, because I do sometimes struggle with some anxiety issues, and making myself relax, especially on weekdays. So I think it'll be a good mixture of the two things for me. And another goal I have that I've started working on this week is caffeine consumption.
Yeah, I think we can work on that a little bit.
Yeah, so that's going to be another main focus of this one. I'm hoping that the yoga will kind of, like, not doing the 21 Day Fix extreme workouts on top of gym will provide me with more energy.
That should help. And it'll be nice. It's like a nice way to cool down without feeling like I'm just sitting here stagnant stretching.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that. Okay, so Dana.
Hi, I'm Dana. I'm doing the 21 Day Fix Extreme, which I'm a little nervous about. I actually just got the Beachbody On Demand, so I might try like a couple other
play around with it,
little ones. Which there's actually a lot on there because I only got the 3-month one. So, a couple goals. I haven't lifted weights in a while, so like, as far as weight, if I could lose a little bit, that'd be great. If not, I just kind of want to build muscle. And the eating thing, like if I don't plan, I like go for the chips, like chips for lunch. So I'm hoping that this will like help me get into more routine. It's like the routine of it. So
it's definitely just getting to like a consistent schedule. I think that's why people are just successful in doing stuff like this. And like, I can't say that my Saturdays and Sundays are perfect because trust me, they're not. But at least I know that at least Monday through Thursday, I'm doing really well. That, there's just 3 days versus 7 days just being like, I don't know, whatever I threw together.
Yeah.
And it's nice because once you find the things that you like, meal planning and meal prepping it becomes so much easier. Your grocery shop time gets cut in half. And you just know what you like. If you live with other people, you know what they like. So it's just easier. You'll save more money the more that you do it. The first time it's supposed to feel a little bit of overwhelming, but just reach out to us. Ask anybody if they have any tips and tricks on doing it. I know Ashley's been meal planning and prepping forever. She's so good at it. She can totally help you girls with that. But I love that you are checking out the On Demand. It's really cool. There's a lot on it. Check out the Fixate Cooking show, the recipe thing. It's so cool. That's actually the prize that I give away at the end of the end of this group. It's that Fixate Cooking book. It's about $40. It is filled with awesome recipes in it, snacks, desserts, even like salad dressings and stuff that we just don't really think about. Mm-hmm. And it pairs with all of your containers, which is kind of cool. Yeah. Alrighty, and then how about Katie?
Hey.
No.
I'm Katie. This is also the first time that I've done anything like this. Emily had to try really hard to get me to do it. But I have been messing around with the Beachbody On Demand as well, and I was doing T25 for almost this whole week. It is so hard, and I'm so excited to try all the other ones too, like P90X and Insanity, so I'm probably going to keep the membership because I do have a gym membership, and I went to the gym in college. I graduated in May, but it is. It's really hard when you go in without a plan, or even sometimes you do have a plan and then you're like, oh, I'm kind of tired, so I'll just stop now and go home. But the thing that I love about T25 so far is that, like, you do always have 25 minutes, and he's right there telling you what to do. And sometimes I can't even keep up with the modifier. Like, it's hard.
Sometimes I'm like, did you guys fast forward this? Because these jumping jacks, I'm like, my arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely can't move that fast. I don't understand.
Right.
But that's been pretty cool. So my goals are to lean out a little bit. I know I have muscle. I've run a couple. Sorry, my dog just came in.
Did you just open the door?
She did. There she is. I've run a couple half marathons. So, and I was a gymnast my whole life. So I know I have the muscle, but it's always like underlying, like that little bit of fat that I just can't get rid of. So I do like that these programs are like, I need someone like telling me what to do, and like that's perfect. So
I love that. And I think that just like why, don't get me wrong, I totally know that going to the gym, it is for some people, and then for other people it's not. And I think that sometimes like people like me, I'm like, I really don't care. Like, as long as I feel like I got a good workout in, that's really all that matters. But what's nice about having like one of those trainers like right on your computer or your phone or on your TV through the DVD, it's like they get in your head. That it's like you don't think about anything else while you're doing it other than like, God, when is this going to be over? But you don't really like look around. You don't think, oh, I want to stop, because you're just so in the mindset and the mode of like, crush this workout. Except then sometimes when you're walking around the gym, it's like, oh, I saw so-and-so hide, or there's like the TV and I want to watch that show, but whatever. Okay, so awesome. I'm really glad that we got to meet each other. So I'm just going to kind of lay out a few things that are going to happen in the group and then what you guys can expect to see. So let me go from here. Okay, so we did introductions. Every day I am going to pin the daily post. So what that means is when you guys check into this Facebook group, the post for that day, so like when I say Monday, day 1, that will always be the first thing that you post. So even if you girls want to share your recipe for the day, so like if you want to randomly share like a sweaty selfie or your snacks for the day or you prepping for work, totally do that. Yours just isn't going to be at the very top. So just make sure to kind of scroll down after the first post so that you can love on everyone else's stuff and, you know, just kind of politely encourage everybody. I am going to share the Darren daily video every single morning. I just think that it helps a lot, and for some of you that may not have subscribed just because you don't want to get the text to your phone, totally cool. It's just a way for you to kind of, you know, check in on it. Even send it to like a friend that day if you have like a coworker or your sister, family members just feeling a little in the slumps. Send it to them. It's definitely like a fun way to kind of kick off your day in a positive note. They might seem cheesy at first, but believe me, just those daily, repetitive, small little actions, they do combine together over time to just, I don't know, just make you feel happy and make you positive and excited about life and what's happening. I am also every single night going to post a check-in. So that check-in, I will tag all of you girls in it. That check-in is just going to be 3 questions. It's going to ask you to rate your workout, your nutrition, and then your positivity on a scale of 1 to 5. I'll also include, you know, the scale of 1 to 5, 1 being not so great and 5 being awesome. So that way I can see, you know, if one of you girls comments and your positivity might be like a 2 that day. You know, I can reach out to you and just say, you know, privately and, you know, say, hey, you know, Ashley, I saw that, you know, last night you were only at a 2 for your positivity. Like, you know, is everything okay? Is there anything I can do to help you? And it could be something like, coworkers brought in donuts to work and I'm, you know, mad that I gave into it. And then we can kind of like talk through that together. Or it could be, you know, I missed my workout today. Just something along those lines. But we will check in with you so that you know we're always here thinking about you girls and knowing that you're not alone on this journey. I'm also going to do a participation thread. So every time that you guys comment on the morning post, which I will type in morning post and then whatever the day is, like morning post Monday, morning post Tuesday. When you girls comment on that, I'm going to keep track of that and you're going to get 1 point. every time that you participate on the check-in, so comment below and say like my workout was a 5, my positivity is a 5, and say your eating might be a 3 that day. You'll get a point for that. The next morning, I'm going to share a picture. I'm going to have all of our names listed, and I'm going to have our points next to it. So at the end of the 3 weeks, you can have a 21 out of 21. If you have a 21 out of 21, you're going to win one of those prizes. And then we're also going to do like second and third place as well. So definitely try to participate as much as you can because it's just a fun little incentive. I'm also going to be doing mini challenges. So this is something that I've done in previous groups that were actually really fun. It's awesome around the holidays. So I'm just going to pick random days throughout the next 21 days to do a mini challenge. You'll know, I will like announce it, make it all like pretty and shout it out and stuff. But if you participate on that mini challenge, you will win a prize that day for doing it. And how we're going to do it is whoever gets the most likes on their comment for that challenge will be the winner. So, make sure that you're liking and commenting on everyone else's stuff. It's basically going to be like one of the days we're going to do a stop, drop, and selfie. I know it sounds super lame, but it's something you girls can do quick. Most of you are probably going to be in your work office or, driving home from work or whatever. But, just make it goofy, make it fun. The most interactive post will win the prize for that challenge. And that is pretty much it, guys. So just, 2 posts a day plus the Darren Daily thread so you guys can have something motivational to start off your day. I'm going to keep track of everyone that's participating so we can make sure that you guys are staying on track with your goals. This is not like you bought this program and then that's it. Like, it is just starting tomorrow. Like, all the fun and all the excitement and, this journey really, really starts tomorrow. About 2 weeks into this group, I'm going to talk a little bit more about what happens after the 21 days because, the programs are best done on 3 rounds. So the whole idea is I definitely want to keep you girls invited to these groups. These groups are totally free for you. So you always have the option to continue on with us or to just kind of be like, girls, this is awesome, but peace out. I'm ready to go out on my own. So we'll kind of move forward from there when we get to that point. But other than that, we'll start tomorrow. I'm so excited. And if you girls, I'm going to unmute all of you real quick. And let's see. If any of you have questions, you can unmute yourselves by just clicking in the bottom left of your screen and clicking unmute. Do you guys have any questions right now before we start tomorrow? Y'all good?
Okay, I have one. So, if you're doing a salad and you measure out all the stuff in the containers, it's obviously already pre-measured.
Right.
If you have, a recipe that you pulled off Pinterest, whatever you make it. So I read online that people are like, oh, just throw it in the green container. That's 1 serving. And then look at what's in there. And it's like, okay, veggies count 1 green, whatever. Is that how you do it if you don't,
Yeah.
you know what I'm trying to say? I
know what you're trying to say. Yep. So there's a couple different ways you can do that. Some people will, it depends on how complex the recipe is.
Yeah.
So if you're doing something like you're making mashed, how do I want to word this? What I find it to be the easiest is to figure out all the colored containers equivalent to a measuring cup. So the green and the purple equal 1 cup.
Okay.
The yellow equal half a cup. So the reason I've had some people in the past reached out to me, and I totally asked this at first too, why can't I just measure my food instead? Well, because we don't do that. That's why. We had to make colored containers with lids on them for us to actually eat in portion servings. So yeah, America doesn't do that. So that's why these containers ended up doing so well. So that's the best way that I would go about it is say that you want to make stuffing. I'm just going to throw stuffing out because there's a bunch of different ingredients in that. So I would take the yellow container, fill your bread into that. Okay, so even if you want to make, if you want to make it for a party, use your yellow containers until you reach the serving size that you want for the party. Mm-hmm. Then you know in your head, okay, I put 8 yellow containers in there. That's 4 cups. So if you have 1 yellow container once it's finally finished, just call it 1 yellow container.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I was just because I know I make recipes that are 5 or 6 servings just so that I personally can reheat them. So I didn't know.
So I would see what serving size is. So if the serving size is say if you make You know what, how about Ashley? Do you want to take this question? I feel like you would be able to answer this better than I can. Do you know how, here, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So I've only really been doing the 21 day fix for like a month now, but I find that when I make a recipe, you just measure what you put in the whole batch of it and divide it by the number of servings, and you use those like measuring cup equivalents of each of the things. So I'm trying to think of a good example. Like, I guess, so this week I made chili. So it had, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 pounds of ground turkey in it. And I say 4 ounces of the serving. So that would be 1 red. So it's like, it made like, I think 8 or 10 servings because it was for me and my boyfriend. So you divide it by like the number of servings it makes, and you get your like measuring cup equivalent, and then you can figure out how that equates to the colored containers.
Okay.
So it had like 2 cans of beans in it, which is 3 cups, I think. So that's 6 yellows in the whole thing. But sometimes I just round too, because I guess I'm not like strictly following it. I kind of just use it as a guide. So say there's like 3/4 of a yellow, I'll just round it up to 1.
Round it up to a yellow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And honestly, sometimes for like a meal, if I don't know, say for something like chili, if you're making like an all bean chili, I would just call that 1 yellow and 1 purple. Tomato sauce is considered a fruit. So that would be considered 1 purple, whereas all of your beans and legumes are considered a yellow. So I would just call it 1 yellow, 1 purple.
Okay.
And just leave it at that.
That makes sense. Okay.
And then what you can do is just I would call that probably, I would take out, like, use like 1 cup, like as an actual measuring cup, or I mean, use the containers if you want to. Just take the purple and scoop it in, and I would just call that 1 yellow, 1 red, because the red is half a cup, yellow is half a cup. It'd be and always comment in the thread if you guys are like, or if you're just thinking, guys, I know that we talked about this, but I'm still confused. I'm even kind of confused still too at times. I will just try to like find the closest thing on Pinterest. Pinterest is a godsend. Use it. Use it all the time. It's amazing. And you can always, like, if you do have a recipe, try to search like a 21 day fix version of it.
Okay. Yeah.
You'll be surprised that a lot of people have come up with stuff. Their pictures might not be the prettiest of it, but we're not bloggers here, so that doesn't matter. All right, does anyone else have any questions? That was a good one, Dana. All right, okay, guys, so I'll see you all tomorrow. Have an awesome night. Last thing, leave your clothes out. Even if you're not working out in the morning, set your clothes out tonight. You can even put it on, post it into the group. It helps, even if you're coming home from work, just to see them there. It's like, oh, God, I have to do that now. I knew I had to do it, but now that I'm seeing my clothes there, I really got to do it. It helps. It's a time saver. So I would go about doing that first. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.